Welcome. Today we continue working on the water element with the practice to release tension, soften armor, and restore the flow.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to begin with arrival, so we can just take a moment and settle in the body, and start observing what is present for you, what is present in your physical sensations. Maybe beginning with paying attention to the breath, to the posture, trying to straighten up the back but not creating like tension, just kind of gently opening up in the chest, observing the flow of the breath, moving in and out. And when we get familiar with what is current, what is happening in the body, we can start expanding our awareness to our thoughts. What thoughts are present? Just observing. And then expanding to how we feel, what an emotional field is present and most vivid that we can see and understand. And then I invite you to expand your awareness even further into your environment. What is present, perhaps the temperature in the room, or the sounds or smells, or just the feel of the space. Kind of tuning in into this awareness on so many levels, so many layers. And then I invite you to gather this attention into your intention. What brought you here today? Remembering why we're showing up. What is our wish for ourselves? What is our goal? Where we want to move from this present moment? What is the direction? And then I invite you to explore that space where that intention is realized, where you are really feeling that you are following that pathway that you chose. And identify how you feel there. What are the feelings? What are the emotions? What are the states that are present? And then I invite you to bring that state from there into here and now. And then start kind of intentionally experience that state. And then we'll take a deep breath in and out. And so today we will be going into water element, which is about feelings and emotions a lot. But I think like all of our practices are very much about feelings and emotions a lot. So like, I mean, it's slightly different, of course, but this is our focus and intention, but it's not much different. And what I wanted to begin just to recognizing, like, so the water element, the emotions, the feelings. And for example, for me, very present the emotion of gratitude, because it's my mother's birthday in one home in Ukraine, and then it's in my other home in Russia, it's a Mother's Day. So it's my mother's birthday, it's a Mother's Day in some places in the world, and here we are, women sharing and doing something together. So it's beautiful. And so that's kind of what is present, what is very open for me today. And so today with our practice, we will be also weaving in, and today is slightly a little bit like slightly different, because we will kind of continue a lot of kind of breathing pattern going with the movement. It's almost like a long, big with the movement breathing practice today. Even though we always pay attention to the breath, but today is slightly different. There will be a breath of fire. There will be deep and slow breathing, and then also will be powerful breathing with the style when we will be inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. And we will using it at a different pace, like some slower, then a little bit, maybe double the speed, and maybe like there will be a couple times when we go a little bit higher on the speed. But I want you to really tune in and pay attention to your feeling. And like, we don't want to feel dizzy, we don't want to feel disoriented. So if it will be too much of like oxygenation, we kind of slow it down. Okay, so I trust you know your body, you will do it gently on yourself. Okay, so with our first, we'll just begin with opening up either in Pingala the both channels through the nostril. So we begin with the right with the right nostril breathing. So we're blocking our left, and just breathe slowly through the right nostril, kind of just gently opening up, beginning. You might find that maybe one side of the one of the nostrils is a little bit more blocked than the other. So which one it is for you, we will find out soon when we switch. And then once more, we will be deeply inhaling through the right nostril. We'll hold the breath while we're switching our hands, blocking now right nostril and exhaling through the left, and continue breathing through the left. A little bit deeper, more complete exhales, deeper inhales. And then again, we'll take a deep breath in. And again, we change our hands, blocking our left nostril, and we'll do powerful breath of fire through the right. And we'll switching hands again, continue a breath of fire through the left. And we'll relax both hands down, but continue a breath of 5 through both nostrils. So we're doing this rhythmic activation for our abdominal, our diaphragm, solar plexus, our lungs. And we'll deeply inhale. We hold the breath, lifting up, opening up through the chest, and we're lifting up from the pelvic floor up, contracting the muscles. Up, 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 a little bit more, pulling the belly in, a little bit stronger contraction of the bottom. And exhaling, releasing, relaxing. We'll just take a moment and feel. Observing how the shift perhaps is happening in the way we breathe after this activating breath. How we experience the flow of the air through the nostrils, in the lungs. Observing the energy level in the body. If any shifts and changes. Now we'll deeply inhale and exhale. Very nice. And let's shake our legs a little bit and relax. And for our next exercise, we could sit on the heels if you're comfortable sitting on the heels. If not, you can always stay in a cross-legged position to sit. We will be doing flexing the spine forward and back with the breathing. So there will be like this rocking motion. So you probably want to sit on something soft. And so here we will be using that variation of the breath. We begin with slower pace when we will be inhaling, stretching forward, inhaling through the nose. And then we will be arching back and exhaling through the mouth, through the pursed lips. Inhaling through the nose, stretching forward, and exhaling through the mouth. There is no rush. It's a very steady, gentle wave that we're creating, arching spine, expanding in the chest. We are, as you feel, probably mobilizing our entire spine, all areas of the spine, especially this thoracic and lumbar segments, our chest, the front, the whole front body line, kind of strengthening, expanding. Really helps us to also for flexibility and strengthening our back muscles. Our abdominal is engaged, alive, working. And we deeply will be inhaling, stretching forward, holding up, lifting up, opening up in the chest, trying to bring our shoulder blades as close to each other as possible, applying a root lock, lifting up from the pelvic floor up. And then exhaling, releasing everything, and we gently will bring our hands and interlace fingers behind the back. And we'll just hold this posture with really open elbows, open the chest, and we begin breath of fire. Very steady pumping of the navel, the diaphragm, allowing inhalation to happen naturally as we just release our diaphragm in the belly. And every exhale is forced, is powerful by pulling navel in, pulling diaphragm in. Deeply inhale, holding the breath, and again we will be applying Mula Bandh, root lock, and also stretching our elbows further back, opening up more in the chest, lifting up more in the chest and the diaphragm, and then exhaling powerfully, releasing everything. And we will be shifting from sitting on the heels, if you were sitting on the heels, to sit in the cross leg, to continue camel rider, but this time from this position, more opening in the hips. And same style of breath, inhaling through the nose, stretching forward, exhaling through the pursed lips, through the mouth. But this time we'll go with a little bit faster pace, a little bit more power to the breath, to this stretch, to this opening and contraction. It's like a ball rocking forward and back. Feeling that motion, feeling it in our sitting bones, pelvis. This nice wave, powerful wave we're creating with our spine, with the back, with the front of the body. We are kind of loosening up around this armoring area about our diaphragm, where we're usually holding tension, we're holding things that don't feel safe. There's almost like a place for our fears or our concerns, but we want to loosen it up a little bit. We want to make this area flowing, open. Kind of this tightness needs to go. This idea that I must hold it together, I must hold it, I must control. We want to loosen up a little bit, even just for this moment. Bringing a little bit more aliveness to our entire torso, the front, the back, the breath. And now we'll pause the movement, but we continue that powerful breathing. Inhale, nose, exhale through the mouth. And once more, we will be deeply inhaling, extremely deep inhale. And we hold while we're lifting up muscles from the pelvic floor up, all the way up, bringing our inner focus attention to the top of the head, to our crown. And you can literally imagine the crown on your head. You can feel that space. Hold and hold and hold. Lift up. Bring more energy up to the top of the head. But so now we're gonna hold the breath, still holding the breath while relax the body. Body is softening, relaxing, but we're still holding the breath. And now we will exhale with the side, but not powerfully. And just hold the breath out calmly and softly. Kind of holding it from the bottom, but without tension. Just exploring this breathless state when everything is calm, everything is quiet. And if we're ready, we'll take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment as we're opening up more in the chest, filling up in the entire body. We feel the body, we are in it, we own it, we completely fill up every cell, we like just in it, feel it all. And releasing the breath, relaxing, we'll just take a moment and feel. And feel what is present. And let's remember about our intention. What was that state, or maybe states that you are aiming for, that you want to bring closer, you want to experience, this, you want to get familiar with, you want to understand them more and a bigger, more rich understanding, feeling, experience. If it's not just one, but few, that how they will mix in and what that formula will look like. And then we'll take a deep breath in and out. Very nice. How are we doing with the intensity of the breath? Is it, it's okay? Okay, so just regulate whatever feels good, all right? There is no right or wrong doing. It's just what feels good, that's good. Well, that's what's supposed to be, okay. So let's shake our legs a little bit, because this is the pattern of the breath that we will be doing quite a bit today, with like different variation of the exercise with the different pauses and the different breathing mixes. All right, so we will continue with the forward stretch, and we begin with that same breathing, slow inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the pursed lips as we're leaning forward, inhaling, lifting up, and whatever you're comfortable holding your hands, and exhaling everything out as we begin to move gently, to feel with all of our awareness on the sensation. So we're not running away if there is a sensation of maybe tightness, or whatever sensations are, we just observing them. So we have a few tracks are happening, like, so we're observing the body, the sensations. Then we're keeping track of our breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the pursed lips. We want to feel the breath, allowing it sort of to move the body, through the body, but at the same time, we also in charge of that breath. It's happening and it's bringing something to us, but we also ourselves initiating this process, controlling this process, that the breath is as deep as we can allow it to happen, and as powerful, as complete. be taking deep breath in, holding it, lifting up. We apply a root lock, lifting muscles in the pelvic floor up. Then we will be relaxing the root lock, relaxing everything, releasing the breath. And we continue holding where we're comfortable to hold, and we're switching our breath to breath of fire. And from breath of fire, we will be shifting back to powerful breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with the movement, but a little bit faster pace than in the first segment that we did. So we go with a little bit more powerful breath, a little bit faster movement. And next time we will be inhaling completely, exhaling down, inhaling as we down, holding the breath, applying a root lock, squeezing muscles tight. We keep holding it down, holding the breath. We continue holding the position down while we release the mula band and gently exhale with the side. And just holding the breath out softly and gently. Just kind of resting, trying to relax in this breathless space. And then we will be slowly inhaling and rolling up. Slowly opening up in the chest, lifting up in the chest, gently looking up at the ceiling, at the up. And exhaling, slowly relaxing, the head straightening up. I'll just take a moment and feel. And we will continue resting and relaxing in baby pose, sitting on the heels, relaxing forehead gently down to the ground, allowing shoulders to soften, back to soften, neck, head relax, face relax. surrendering in this state of softness and gentleness. Nothing is forced. Allow ourselves to melt. Relax, feeling support of the ground, solid, steady, receiving you gently. And then slowly, with the next inhale, we'll very gently, vertebra by vertebra, begin kind of curl the spine. It's rounded spine. We gently start rising up, allowing head to keep being relaxed, neck relaxed, just kind of hanging down very gently, slowly straightening up. And the last segment is the upper back, the shoulders, the neck, and the head gently rising up, straightening up. Very nice. Very good. All right. And we will continue sitting on the heels, maybe spread knees a little bit apart. So we will continue that breathing pattern. We will have our hands in behind the back, and the back is straight but not arched, so it's kind of flat. We're making sure there's no arch in our lower back, and we begin the turning motion from side to side. And again, we begin slowly, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the pursed lips. You can choose whichever side feels good to inhale and exhale. I'm doing left to right, but you might find another pattern suits you better. So we just breathe, turning from side to side, feeling, experiencing what is happening in the body with this twist and turn, how it's affecting our breath. And then we'll be inhaling at the center, holding the breath while we're lifting pelvic floor up, 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 up. Lifting the navel up. And then releasing everything, relaxing our hands. And we'll hold the position where we'll turn to one side, whichever side is more comfortable, and the opposite hand will hold on the knee, and the other hand goes behind the back. And we'll just try to keep that twist, using our hands to push. And we hold this position with breath of fire. Inhale deeply. Twist a little bit more, and then exhaling, slowly turning to the center, and continue moving to turn to the other side, holding the opposite around the opposite thigh, the knee, and then turning and continuing a breath of fire. And we'll take a deep breath in, turn a little bit further, hold, and then exhaling, we slowly go back to the center. And the last, from the same position with hands behind the back, we'll go with the powerful breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Oh, I'm so sorry, but turning from side to side, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And this time maybe a little bit more powerful. We are here for only 40 seconds. And we will be inhaling powerfully at the center, holding the breath, trying to stretch our elbows a little bit further back, lifting pelvic floor up. Our back is straight but not arching, just flat. Nicely straightening up, lifting up a little bit more. Before we will exhale, we keep holding the breath in. We'll relax everything, the mula bandh, the posture, and then we'll gently exhale with the side. I'll just take a moment and hold the breath out, observing this quiet, breathless state. Turning inward, experiencing what is present. And then we'll take a deep breath in and out. Very nice. And we will come out, shake our legs a little bit. And we will be moving to lay down on the stomach for cobra pose with some variations. All right. So we laying down comfortably. That feels good. And we can go into a half a cobra if it feels good. You can leap up higher if you want a little bit more. If you want a little bit more challenge. So here, what we begin doing, we will be inhaling in cobra, but lifting our head up like a full cobra, stretching up in the neck. This is the inhale. And then exhaling, we're staying in cobra, but our head goes down, chin towards the chest. All right, so we'll just go slow. It's a slow, we don't have to go fast, but our breathing pattern is the same. We'll inhale through the nose and then exhaling through the pursed lips, out. And once more, we'll deeply inhaling, lifting up the head, holding this posture while applying a root lock. Tensing muscle, sex organs, rectum, navel, in, holding. Exhaling, releasing the lock, releasing the posture. We stay in cobra and we start with a breath of fire. So we're shifting our breath to breath of fire. Trying to press our pelvis, pubic bone into the floor. That kind of allows us to have more attention to the lower body, firmly pressing in while we're nicely arching in the lower back, opening up. And we'll take a deep breath in, holding, and again we're applying a root lock, lifting that energy up, as it's shifting, moving up the spine. Hold and hold and hold. And then exhale, we slowly start relaxing from this position, laying down on the floor. We can have our hands in the front to rest our head on our hands, so we can relax head on the side on the floor and have our hands along the body. I'll just take a few moments here, relaxing, softening, melting into the floor. Noticing what is present in the body. Letting ourselves to soften, relax. I will deeply inhale, completely exhale. Very nice. And we'll slowly, as we are on the floor, we just roll to be on our backs. Okay, so we roll to be on the back. And we will continue resting, but this time we bring our knees to the chest, keeping our head on the floor, trying to relax shoulders, chest, back. Continue softening and relaxing, allowing this gentle stretch in our lower back. And then from here, we'll do a variation of the stretch pose with only one leg stretched forward. So we're gonna keep one knee to the chest. We can have both hands holding that one knee.
while we're stretching another, like the one leg out, while keeping our lower back kind of flat on the ground, trying not to arch it. And then we'll lift our head towards the bent knee, and we'll just hold it with breath of fire. And while we continue breath of fire, we'll shift the legs, bring your other knee also to the chest while you're stretching the other leg out. And we continue holding this variation of stretch pose, but now with the other leg stretched out. We continue pumping our navel, powerful breath of fire through the nose. And we will finish up with 30 seconds of full stretch pose. We continue pumping the breath, but this time we stretch both legs out. Last 15 seconds. Last 5. Inhale, Mula Bandh, and exhale, we relax our legs and we rest on the floor, relaxing head, relaxing hands along the body, and allowing everything relax, melt into floor, soften. And then perhaps it's a good moment to remember about that state, that emotion that you identified, or emotions in your intention setting, and now observe your relationship, your understanding, your embodiment of that state. Now explore it. And we'll deeply inhale, completely exhale. And slowly we'll bring knees to the chest and roll from side to side, from side to side. And then forward and back. All right. So we have couple more. Yeah, we have 2 more quite powerful exercises left. So it's kind of like we are a culmination of like, okay, we go, then we start cooling down. So our next exercise is dynamic cobra to triangle. We're gonna be aiming for do 10, then we'll rest in baby pose, and then we'll do 10 more, okay? So first we want to identify a good position to begin in the triangle. So we sit in baby pose and stretch our hands forward, lengthening the spine, and as far as our hands go, that's the position for the hands. And then we go on the tabletop, pressing our toes in and lifting up on the inhale into triangle. And on the exhale, we gently go down, and it's a cobra. And we'll go for 10 of those movements, those cycles. And next time, when you will be in a triangle, we will be bending our knees and going into baby pose to rest. When you're done with your 10, I'll just take a few moments, relax and feel. It's a very powerful exercise to train kind of our nervous system between extension, right? And in both directions, the front, the back, the front, the back. So it's kind of like, and especially when we follow with this rest, we work hard, extend, stretch, stress, pressure, and then we relax and let go. So it's a very good way to do this kind of rhythmic training for our nervous system. And of course, there is so many benefits on a physical level, on the physical, for the physical body, for both the triangle and the cobra pose, and especially the movement that happens in between for a spine, abdominal area. Pretty much like I don't think there is any system in the body that is not affected, that is not benefiting from this movement. And we will be taking a deep breath in and out, and again stretching our hands forward so we can identify the good position for our hands. And we will be moving back again in first tabletop and then triangle. So we'll repeat for 10 more repetition of this movement from triangle to cobra. You just go at your own pace that feels good, that allow you to breathe deep. And when you're done with your 10, after the triangle pose, we will go into baby pose. And this time I invite you to spread your knees a little bit wider, okay, to have a little bit more stretch on the hips as you're laying to rest in baby pose. Slowing down, feeling the breath, feeling what is shifting, what is changing in the body after this powerful movement, powerful breathing. Feel your spine, feel your heartbeat. Just observe what is shifting, what is happening. You worked a lot to open this front of the body through cobra,
opening up, stretching in the back muscles, while triangle helped us to kind of lengthen our hamstrings, calves, and also spine. Oh, we could probably feel it in the shoulders. We've been working a lot to strengthen the shoulders. So, and then through this movement, triangle to cobra, we also like the energy goes up, the energy goes down, the energy goes up. So it's very good training. And we will be taking a deep breath in and out. And from baby pose, so one more intense, promise this is the last intense exercise. It's a platform pose. So we're going to be holding plank for 1 minute with breath of fire. All right, so you can always choose to be in the half of the plank on the knees and palms, right? So this is one variation of the plank, or you can go on the full plank with knees straightened. So we will be holding it with breath of fire for 1 minute. Okay, so pumping the breath, pumping the navel. So we go and we're lifting up, and we start this powerful, steady, very rhythmic breath. We are halfway there, last 30 seconds. Almost done. We only 15 left. And we'll take a deep breath in and exhale. And slowly we'll lay down on the stomach to rest. Relax hands along the body. Relax head, relax neck. Softening, relaxing after this very powerful posture that kind of somatically sending us a message. I can hold myself, and we are letting it go, relaxing. We don't have to hold always. We can feel support. We can feel being held. We can allow ourselves to decompress. Feeling safe, feeling protected. Slowing down. I will deeply inhale and exhale. And slowly we'll start rising up. We have just a couple more movements, more like for cooling than anything else. We will sit comfortably to do Sufi rolls. When we begin with a large Sufi roll, when we go, the whole spine moves from the top down on the exhale and up on the inhale. And next time when we will be rising up, we will switch to Sufi roll when we rolling just the belly around the hips. So we kind of, our shoulders, our head doesn't really move necessarily, like not the whole torso, just kind of the belly around the hips. Feels a little bit more focused on the abdominal area, massaging, contracting, and then expanding, using our breath to help, to contribute to this movement, to the effects of this movement. Inhaling and expanding in the belly, moving navel forward, and exhaling, we contract, pull, empty, and continue that rhythmic cycle. And then we pause, and one more circular motion, but this time is just the chest. So it will be hard to isolate, but we really try to move just the mid back to the upper back and the chest in little rolls. It's not as it's kind of hard to even like isolate, but we're doing our best, just paying attention to the heart. We want to move our heart around and around and around. And then we pause at the center. Now we're rolling our shoulders back in circles. When we're lifting them up, we gently inhale through the nose. When we're rolling them down, we exhaling. And we'll reverse and go circles forward. And then we'll pause the shoulders movement, and we slowly bring our chin down to the chest, and we gently begin large circles with our head. And next time when chin will touch the chest, we reverse. And we will be finishing up with much smaller circles at the very top of the neck. So we're moving our head in circles, but it's not a very large circle. It's a much smaller, shorter, from just the top of the head, top of the neck. And we reverse. And we'll pause, take a deep breath in and out. Very nice. So we finished with our physical part. So we are only going to do breathing meditation, and then we'll go into relaxation. So we will we'll be doing whistling breath. So the first part, we will be inhaling, whistling, And then exhaling through the nose. Then we do it for 2 minutes, then we move to another second part where we reverse. So we will inhale through the nose and then exhale whistling. And the last part, we will be doing a humming sound. So we will be keeping our mouth just a little bit open, mostly closed. So we'll be inhale through the nose, and on the exhalation we'll hum. Okay? I'm just trying to really feel that sound, the vibration. All right, so we sit comfortably. However, if you want cross-legged, on the knees, whatever feels good. You can shift and sit on the chair if it works better for you. We can have our hands on the knees or on the lap. And we begin with a whistling breath on the inhale. Exhaling through the nose. Feeling that cool air entering as we're whistling. This breathing helps us to lengthen our inhale, to soften, to cool. Even it moistens the air that's coming in. It's calming our heart. It's helping to lower or just normalize the blood pressure. We also are probably noticing that muscles in the face are softening, tension is going away, jaw is softening. With that whistle, with that slow inhale, we kind of draw energy inward, like a cool stream entering the body and flowing towards the belly, towards the pelvis. And now we're going to reverse. We begin inhaling through the nose and exhaling through whistling. Deepening that breath pattern. We just keep going, whistling on the exhale and observing how that whistling exhale is helping to release more tension, relax more in the body, in your mind. then once more, we'll take a deep breath in and pause. While we'll place either both palms on the heart, or one on the heart, one on the belly, or like more like solar plexus. And we will be exhaling, humming. And next time we'll take a deep breath in, we'll pause, holding the breath, relaxing, holding it effortlessly, and then releasing the breath, relaxing the hands, and just taking a moment to feel, observing how you feel in your body. How you feel in the wider perspective of your thoughts and emotions, your whole being, how you feel, what is present for you. Perhaps there is a number of sensations and feelings and thoughts, but which one you're more likely to choose to put your attention to and allow it to grow? What state, what feeling, what emotion? And I will take a deep breath in and out. Very nice. And we're getting ready for our deep relaxation. So we will be laying down comfortably on the back, so we can rest. You can rest with your legs stretched forward, or you can bend your knees, collapse towards each other, or even cross your legs and relax them down. Whatever feels good as a good position to rest. We will be you always have a choice to just relax and allow your body and your attention just drift into that state of relaxation. Or you're welcome, I'm offering autogenic script practice to kind of continue gently working and weaving your attention towards certain sensations. That also has a very therapeutic effect on the whole being, not just the body, not just the mind, not just emotion, everything. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, or at least just to soften the gaze and relax. Your breathing is becoming even and calm. All worries and anxieties, concerns are left outside of your body and this space. There is only a calm, comfortable, lazy state and my soothing, relaxing voice. Your breathing is even and calm. And now you feel how gradually, with each of my words, a pleasant heaviness begin to appear in your hands. Your hands becoming heavy and very calm. Your hands become very, very heavy and incredibly relaxed and calm. Your hands are heavy from your fingertips all the way to your shoulders. Heavy hands, relaxed hands, while your breathing remains even and calm. Hands are heavy, lazy, and very pleasantly relaxed. And now you shift your attention to your legs, and the pleasant heaviness from your hands begins to gradually flow into your legs, beginning from your feet. Your feet now feel heavy. You feel how your heels are sinking into floor. Pleasant heaviness. Your legs filling up. Your entire legs now feel heavy and very pleasantly lazy and relaxed. Heaviness and calmness completely filled your legs. Heavy legs and incredibly extraordinary calm and relaxed. Every cell in your body is filled with this lazy, pleasant, healing calmness and heaviness. Calmness and heaviness now is in every cell of your body. And every cell of your body is happily responds to the sensation of this pleasant, lazy, healing calmness. Calmness and heaviness, complete relaxation. Your body sinks into this peace, into this calm, deeper and deeper, while your breathing remains even and calm. You are relaxing. You are truly resting. In this state of relaxation, this deep peace will be fixed in your memory and in your subconscious. So this feeling of peace will be very known to you. Your water element, all the fluids in your body are balanced now. All your emotions move freely and effortlessly. Everything inside you knows how to flow. You are flexible, fluid, you are adaptable. This is the strength to move around obstacles with ease. Your pelvis feels spacious and alive. It's a place of comfort, warmth, and steady flow of energy. Your pelvis holds your life force for you, and it holds it with kindness and support. Your breath moves deeper, your nervous system softens, and your whole body feels safe and supported. Calm becomes a very familiar place inside you. You feel steady inside, even when life moves quickly around you. In this state of peace, letting go feels natural. Your body relaxes, and your whole system gently releases what is ready to leave and let go. Your breathing is even and calm. Every cell in your body is filled with healing peace and rest. Peace and rest. In this state of relaxation, you have rested really well. You rested deeply. You released all accumulated tension. You released any discomfort or fatigue. All of that disappeared. And now your body gradually starts becoming pleasantly light. With each breath, more energy starts filling in your muscles, rushing into every cell. Your muscles becoming strong and resilient. Every exhale will remove the remnants of this relaxation as you slowly start coming back to reality. The sensation of lightness and freshness starts increasing throughout your body. And we will take a deep breath in and out. And then gently we'll begin wiggling our fingers and toes. Gently moving them. And we begin rotating feet and hands in circles. And then reverse, go in opposite direction. Nice circles. We can shake a little bit. And then bring knees to the chest, roll from side to side, and then forward and back. So we can sit, so we can finish our practice together. So we can find ourselves seated calmly with back straight but relaxed. And we will bring our attention back on what we feel, what is current, what is present. And then we're remembering that intention that you stated before we started to practice, the state that you identified, the emotion that is kind of your goal, the place where you're moving forward for yourself. And then see how real, how more embodied it is for you in this moment. And then we will take a deep breath in and out. Another breath in and out. And I will say thank you so much for being here today. Thank you. Thank you.